first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this will wind up as Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now back to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that last throw, Charles, an important one stat-wise for this young rookie. It puts him over 4,000 yards passing for the season.
And you think about some of the great seasons by rookie quarterbacks in recent vintage. How about Andrew Luck in 2012 with 4,374 yards? Cam Newton had a big rookie year. So did Robert Griffin III. And how about Justin Herbert in 2020? He hit the league with a splash.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. upend it at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Paulson Adebo. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 9. They'll set up to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That swung out wide to Harris. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there, and right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
He gets it complete to Harris. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Harris returning. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. It's complete to Watt.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that'll be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Escaping the pressure right. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. It's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll look to throw here on first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
They'll turn to Kamara. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra boxes.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throws it to the sideline, and Kamara's got the completion.
So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off around the 27. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again.
And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.